Hello, and welcome to At Home with Lucas. So today we're going to be talking about Lexenic, and in particular we're going to talk about their dehumidifier. This thing has the ability to completely dry clothing, so if you're one of those people that likes to hang their clothes dry, this is actually something you should buy. Put it in your laundry room, put it in the place where you dry your clothes, and this will boost the drying so much faster, so much cleaner. You won't accidentally get mold in your clothing, blah, blah, blah. Not to mention the fact that if you live in a humid climate, this thing's gonna suck all the moisture out of the air, giving you better air to breathe, so you're not feeling like you're suffocating from all that humidity. I know in Indiana, in the summer months, we get really bad humidity, and my house says it's at like 60 to 70% most of the summer. So I'm definitely gonna be using this all summer long. Super, super excited for that because I am an indoor cat, people, yes. So in this video, we're gonna be doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said dehumidifier. After that, I'm going to be putting this to the At Home with Lucas test to figure out is this something you should buy or maybe skip altogether. I'm here for you, so you don't have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it.
And let's get inside this box, people. White, black, green. Okay. All right. First thing you see is the user manual, instruction manual. Definitely want to read through all of this so you know all of the ins and outs. Nowadays, you need to know. Wow, that came out really easily. I'm very happy with that. All right, let's take a look at the top. So you have the power, the light, the sleep. Very clicky, very loud. I like that a lot. This looks like where the dry air is going to come out after it's fully dehumidified your air. This thing is extremely white. It is very, very white, and it's made out of a very simple, slightly textured plastic. There is the transparent catch-all right here for the water that comes out of your air. Take a look at the bottom. You got some pretty simple grippy feet, not super grippy. Take a look at the back. This looks like where the filter goes. Okay, so it's literally just, it's not really a filter at all. That looks like where it's gonna remove a lot of the moisture from the air. And it's got a handle back here. So this thing is extremely simple, very straightforward. Yeah, so first impressions, it's decent. It looks like it's gonna do its job. It's small, it's very compact. It's much smaller than I would have thought, which is nice. And then of course you can see through everything in there, so you don't have to wonder how much water is actually coming out of your air. Now, if you have a basement, if I had a basement, this thing would be absolutely amazing because basements always get a little bit wet. Yeah. All right, coming up, we're gonna put this to the test. Okay, so this is what it looks like when the light is on. It's extremely quiet. I'm actually really surprised. The funny thing about sleep, though, is it seems like it kills the light, and then the fan goes into a super, even quieter mode. So then if we turn it off, fan goes up louder, and then the light, I don't like the fact that the light defaults to red. Red is a little scary. And then you just keep going through it. These are all the different colors. I stick with blue. I'm like, you know what? There's gonna be water in there. I think it looks the best with blue. Not sure why you need any other color. I have a little test right here. This was completely soaking wet, and there's only just a little bit of wetness there. So it is definitely sucking out moisture. And this is in my laundry room, obviously, so I'll have this running and see how dry it gets. And then I'm gonna hang some wet clothes up there in a second and really give it a good test. Okay, I got my little boy's sweatshirt here. It is completely damp to the touch. Just came out of the wash. So I'm gonna hang it up right here, and I'm gonna have this thing running on high, and we'll see if we get any liquid in the bottom, and then we'll see how quick this dries. The time right now is 1:34. I'm gonna check back at 2:34 and see if this thing is fully dry. That would mean this thing really does dry clothing. Okay, it's been exactly 1 hour. I should also mention this is a very small laundry room. Okay, wow. That is pretty dry. I mean, it's not fully dry to the touch, but for just 1 hour, you can already see it's getting lighter gray. Yeah, you can see under there where it didn't get hit, and then out here where it did. This will be dry in probably another hour, I would say. I would imagine this thing being fully dry, so that is really, really cool. Okay, I just noticed another light feature is that it slowly breathes through all the different colors. So that's really cool. I like that a lot. So it just sits here. It's going to go through all the color. So it looks like there's different modes. So when I push the light, I think it just turned off. Yeah, it just turned off the color and went to its default of red, which is interesting, like I already said. Turn the light on. And it's going to, let's see if it just stays. Yeah, now it's just staying on the color. Yeah, and now you can just go through and pick whatever color you want. And then I think once you cycle all the way through, it's going to then start to breathe. I don't know. Maybe it just does it after a certain amount of time. That's really interesting. Huh. Okay, so I've been using this thing for long enough that I think I have a full comprehensive review, and I have to say this thing does its job. It really has performed very, very well. I put it in my garage and it pulled out a little bit of moisture. I put it in my laundry room, obviously, as you saw, and it definitely pulled out some moisture from there. So it is good at pulling in moisture. It's gonna be designed for a smaller room, so definitely don't buy this for a large living room or a large basement. If you do have a large basement and you're trying to get it free from being too damp, you're going to want to buy maybe 2 of these, or maybe go with something that's a little bit larger. This thing is definitely going to be good for that small bedroom, that small laundry room, that small garage, small office, wherever it may be that is getting a little bit too much humidity. This thing is going to perform really well. I love how clicky these buttons are. The LED lights are a little bit small up here, so sometimes when you're looking, you don't know if they're actually turned on, but you'll know by the sound. If it's on sleep mode right here, then it's going to be much, much quieter and whatnot. So that's cool. So all in all, I'm going to give this thing a solid 4.4 star rating. I'm going to say that it does its job, and I will definitely be using this in the hot, humid months this summer, and I'm very happy to have this in my home and around my kids and whatnot. So big thumbs up for that for sure. Does its job. Well built, and definitely can get quiet when you want it to get quiet by putting it on sleep mode. So yeah, highly recommended to anyone out there. If you know exactly what you're buying, this thing's gonna be great for you.
All right, there you go. That's the Lexenic dehumidifier. Hopefully you enjoyed this video.